I know you guys are probably wondering what is going on, but to start out with, really I'd like to thank everybody for coming, especially those who are joining us from far away, South Sudan, Professor Loliong, Ali Muren, Miteng. Thank you guys for making the trip and congregating with us today. Really a pleasure to give you a hand of applause. And also, thank you for just making it. I know it's a big sacrifice for your families to be able to make this happen. Really appreciate it so much. Us in the executive, we can thank you guys enough for making it happen. Every time we get words of encouragement, it makes us that much easier to sacrifice our free time, really to do things for the community. So thank you. What I have up here really is not much of a reminder. I think we all know what it stands for, the community. And this is where we mentor young leaderships. As you all will see today, most of the young folks are really involved in the community, which is a good thing, indicator for the future. It's also where we mentor ourselves, share good and bad, this community, and also educate. Education is not necessarily your formal education, but the education that we get from the wisdom passed on to us through our ancestors over the years. That you can get it in a classroom setting, but through a community setting, you will definitely get it. Speaking about future, see if this works here. We're one of the communities in South Sudan that pride ourselves in education. And one thing that we've taken upon ourselves is that we're going to establish a scholarship foundation for the young ones here, the high schools students and those going to college, to motivate them. Maybe something small, but the token of appreciation speaks volumes in terms of when we encourage them to study hard, what it means. We're trying our best. Last year, when we started the scholarship, we did a fundraiser, and basically we raised about $1,800, and that came from donations, sales, and some of the raffle tickets that we sold. I'll talk more a little bit on that. Piggybacking on that, this year already, as part of our Scholarship Foundation Fund, we have $50. This is a challenge to everybody here and all the adults in our community. I would like for us to recognize Kea and Kara. Please stand up. Let's give them a hand of applause. These young fellows here, following after the conference last year, they went home and basically they did a fundraiser for the Community Scholarship Foundation. And basically the motivation is that kids their age also get to get education opportunities. And to that, I think our future is in good hands if young folks such as Kea and Kara are basically leading by example. Thank you. Coming up to this year, learning from lessons learned. One thing I'd have to say, I learned from about our community is that we talk big about education, but usually when it comes to asking donations for education, I don't know if I should say it, but I'm here. I'll say it anyways. It's very difficult for us to fight with our dollars. But so I say, okay, that's fine. The scholarship fundraiser and raffle worked last year. Let's do something similar. And that's what we do this year. So I went to work. This past December, January, I was back home in Kajikeji. So my dad is involved with the local honey groups cooperative down there. So he had all these bottles of honey. So I told him, hey, the idea. Of course, I wanted some for myself and some to raise funds for the community. So he gave me 36 bottles. He's like, carry it. Mind you, I had to take it on a bus from Kajikeji all the way to Nairobi. So I was like, well, that's fine. Pack it up. Brought some honeys. In case you're wondering what a honey from Kajikeji looks like, just to give you an idea, that's what it looks like. It is produced, packaged, and processed in Kajikeji. So one of the few places in South Sudan you can say that we're actually processing things. We consume things in South Sudan. And what I have to say regarding the honey is that if all goes well, this will be the first product consumable that is exported from South Sudan to the rest of the world. and it'll be sold here in the U.S. So you guys stay posted. That's in the workings. Other thing I bought is, I don't know, yak modalo de lang kolong long yo. This is songo. For those of us who may not know what it is, it's the soybean family, kind of like. Basically, you can't find it here, or you can find something similar from West Africa, but this is unique from us. I brought some. We'll be back there selling it. And brought some peanuts, but not all peanuts are created the same. This is stuff from back home. So please get yourself a pack before it all goes. Well, sticking more with the honey theme, I brought some beeswax. That is basically what is left from after you process your honey from kajukeji. And I made some chapstick or lip balm for your lips. I know I can use it. I tend to have like ashy lips, so and I know some people here can use it too. For the ladies, what I've heard from like my sample trials, because a few people have tried it already, it also works as a great primer. The folks, the guys don't know that. Primer is the foundation you put in before you put your makeup. So it works great too.
Good job.
Yeah. And then I made some from the beeswax. I made some hand lotion. I saw some ashy hands around. So please make sure you take care of that. And then decided to explore some of my artsy side, and I made some soap, homemade soap, shea butter, different flavors. This here is coffee. I made some from kerkere. I know some of you guys drink tea, but if it's good for your body, it's good for your skin. That's my philosophy. I made some, and you got some different designs. So basically, I'd like for you to, if you're doing the break time, take your time, go out there and see some of the stuff that we have, and not forget to add flavor to your dinners. I made some candles, so you can have a dinner candle. I don't know how many people do that, but you have an option now. You can say that. Not to mention, I'm not styling up today, but this is a scarf. Special thing about this scarf is that the fabric is made in Kajukeji. There's a women's group there that make it. They have looms. They buy the threads from Kampala, they bring it into South Sudan, and then they weave it themselves. And then they use it, not making only the scarves, but handbags and several other products. And I have some of the handbags there. I didn't carry on them myself here, but I have some of the stuff here. So please take a look at that stuff. As you all would find out today, our theme is progressing a generation through education. And following up with that theme, basically a lot of the youth, they were hands-on in planning this conference. So please, you'll notice them, give them words of encouragement and to push them forward. Because the biggest challenge we have these days is getting a lot of our young folks to actually take pride in the community, identifying with it and participating with it. So that's something that I think we're inching forward and we're making progress.